Facebook, then we are going to have this in our show. All right, why we are doing recording? Because there is a recorded version where you can watch this show again, and yeah, learn something from that show. All right. So yeah, I'm still waiting, and it's what a very exciting trip that I had recently to Johannesburg, where we have this cash flow revolution. All right, and so the cash flow revolution was like fantastic, and we are going to share a bit more of like what we have and how we can benefit from this game, and what are the game's move, and what is the game's lesson of this week, which I'll be like sharing. And we are live every Wednesday at 9 p.m. Singapore time and 5 p.m. Dubai time, 2 or 3 p.m. in South Africa, and 1 p.m. in London, as well as 12 a.m. in Australia, right? So we spread this to all those people, and of course this recorded version will go to the members that will be watching this during their free time or whenever they want to watch it, because we have different time zone. So all the member, we have 8,000 of people who will be receiving this, and they'll be watching this as well. All right, so that's what happening. And in Singapore, no, I'm back in Singapore after traveling, and we will be traveling again this month. And as you know, National Achievers Congress in South Africa, Johannesburg, will be happening on the 10th and 11th of May, where Robert Kiyosaki will be like making his appearance in Africa, in Johannesburg. All right, 10, 11. Take note about that, and do get those links in my website, which is www.abangabu.com. All right, and you can actually go there and purchase the ticket and be there in South Africa to witness Robert Kiyosaki. Robert Kiyosaki coming with some message during his trip this time around in South Africa. So yeah, yeah. So that's the whole idea of it. And now and yeah, it's 10 9 10. We will be having a very interesting talks about this cash flow, and I want to make this very beneficial. Even I'm be running this alone, because some of my facilitators are engaged. Some are time zone, and some are still holiday. They still in holiday, on holiday, because of the recent holiday season in Malaysia and Singapore as well. All right, and that's the reason we are looking for more people who can actually teach this to their community in their country, and you will be invited. If you played the game, yes, we welcome you to be in this show to share your experience. If you're conducting certain cash flow game, please be in this show. Share what exactly that you have transformed to others. And if you have your own club, let's share what your club are doing and how you're actually benefiting your members through these cash flow gains. So that is the whole idea, and this show is to become a place for all of us combined, always come together, and learn and share and keep the movement of this cash flow literacy or the financial literacy all over the world. And looking at what's happening in the world right now, the economic condition is always fragile. It's always like some kind of like movement and all those stuff. So we want to make sure that we are not trapped into any kind of like things that are happening, but we are really focused on making it happen by having the right method, the right education, and the correct cash flow management. All right. So yeah, and this segment, the first segment of tonight, is about the game lessons of this week. So and the lessons of this week, because this time around, that people who come and play the game, mostly, from we have around 200 over people, mostly are first time players, the first time players. So what is biggest lessons from the game is the power of passive income. That is a topic, that is a lesson that we want to elaborate a bit. We want to make sure that you understand this term or this word called passive income. All right. And that is ultimately the most important word for you to remember and start to accumulate those things called passive income. If you really want to get out from this thing called rat race just behind me, and in real life, how you can actually do that. So these are the things that we will be sharing with all of you. All right. So what is passive income and what passive income is and why it's a key in cash flow game. It's not just in the game, even in our real life. It is really, really, really important. All right. So what is this passive income, and why it is key in this cash flow game. So when you look at the cash flow game, especially when you look at the balance sheet, so we have income, we have expenses, we have assets, and we have liabilities. And then on the income statement, we have income, we have expenses, and we have cash flow. So that is normally how these balance sheet look like. And in that column, there's one thing which is called passive income. And why passive income is so significant in this balance sheet? Because if you want to get out from the rat race, because the objective of this game is getting out from the rat race, right? So if you really want to get out from this rat race, you know, you want to get out from this rat race, the most important element is basically let's see, what is this? Oh no. Okay, there's a thing here. All right, let's go here. Okay. All right. So what is the most important element in this balance sheet is what we call the passive income. The passive income is becoming one of the most important element in this cash flow game, because if you want to get out from that rat race, okay, you need to accumulate passive income so that it's become more than your expenses. So that is the objective of this game. All right, to accumulate passive income so that it can become more than your expenses, which means you are technically out from the rat race. Okay, so in real examples, what are those passive income and where you can actually get this passive income? All right, passive income considered from rental income. For example, you buy a house and then you rent it out. All right, you rent it out, you got those the rental payment is considered a passive income. All right. So, and then the stock, let's say you invest in stock and then this stock gives you dividend. It can be a monthly dividend or a yearly dividend. So that is what we call passive income. And for example, if you have business systems, you develop the business and then you systemize it, and then now you let the business run by itself. So whatever profit that you generate from that business is called passive income. So these are the thing that actually we need to learn. All right. So through the first timers, most of the most important lesson that we are learning is passive income. So this is also, and in this game, it shows you, all right, the mindset that we need in order to build that passive income. All right. So this is what basically we want to learn through this first segment, which is passive income. All right. So if you have, if you guys have this one idea that you have for the passive income, what are the one idea that you might have for the passive income? You can actually share with us, and you can just like drop and say, what is the one idea you had for passive income? Can you comment one idea? Hello, AA. Hi, Mastura. Welcome. The lesson, yes, the power of passive income is what we'll be discussing on this. And we're still waiting for some of those players that have played this game during this weekend. All right. And I'm just like expecting for them to come, and they will be like sharing, their experience, what happened during the game and all those stuff. Okay, so that is what passive income is all about. And during my first time, especially when we are the first time player, and I really, really believe that those who played this game first time, they're going to amaze with that thing called passive income. To be very frank with all of you, the first time that I played this game, I just don't understand what is passive income. Before that game, I don't even ever heard uh, something called passive income. I just have no idea, but that game changed everything. The word passive income create magic in my thoughts, and it's give an idea why this is such an important element, when come to personal finance, when one you want to get that freedom, so that is when you start to understand, oh, this is what I was lacking for the past 30 years of my life, and now I understand the word called passive income. So that is what this game teaches. All right. Yeah, business idea, digital courses on accounting, right? Yeah, that can be created. And then once it's autopilot, when now with the AI, definitely, Mastura, you can do that with AI. The AI will do everything for you. It do even a landing page. It start to do what do you call that, promotion. It start to create the Facebook ad or whatever ad. It start to create, and it start to generate leads for you, and then it start to do the follow up, and then it start to do the selling. And once the selling is done, these people can watch whatever that you done. So it's all automation, it's all automatic, and it's happening right now in front of our eyes. So yeah, that is something interesting, to go in. And yeah, that is one element of like how people can actually uh, become financially independent by creating such things, right? So yeah, that's the first thing. So let me just, like, I'm still waiting for some of those the players, but anyway, that is the second segment that I want to introduce them to all of you so that they can share their view. But since uh, we are still waiting for them, and what I'm going to do, I'm just like going to like go on the segment two, which is some cash flow game tips, some tips that I want to just share during the game, So these are some of the cash flow tips, especially related to passive income. All right. And one of the tip is always like pay yourself first, and in the game, sometimes people don't do that. They just like collect the money, and then they start to keep it, and then they start to spend, but they don't really like put aside certain amount of money. All right, this is basically also to prepare ourselves to have that 2 months expenses, that you make it ready, so whenever you got a downsize or whatever, you have the money to pay. Okay, so this cash flow game also teaches us to build assets and get money working for us. That's the whole agenda. So how to do that? Let's say you pick up a big deal, which is like create. I see here, right? See here, we have big deal and small deal. Yeah, right here, right here. Okay, there's big deal, there's small deal. So what happened in these big deals and small deals? Then this is where the real passive income actually lying. Right? It's inside this big and small. So what you get in the big deals, normally big deal will require a bit of hefty down payments. So you will be like investing in businesses that is been running. It can be a franchise business, and it's actually profitable business. So now what you need to do, you just buy over the business, and you can get that passive income. So how to do that? Example. So when you pick a card, all right, and the card says, oh, it's an opportunity, all right, and it says you can get this opportunity and you can buy this, and the passive income it shows, um, let's say it shows $1,000 passive income. That means if you own this, all right, if you own this, you will adding $1,000 of passive income, all right, in your balance sheet. All right. Okay. Now, so what happened if you don't have money? Let's say, okay, I got the deal. It's just in real life. Sometimes you got the deal, but then we don't have the money. So what you do, right? This is where the real thinking, the real communication, the real deals that going to happen. So what you do, you will pick up the card, and then you look around. First, you have two options. One, you can borrow from the bank. All right. But then if you borrow from the bank, according to the cash flow rule, you need to pay certain interest, which normally 10% above. So sometime, so if you need 10,000, then you need to pay up 1,000. So in this case, if you don't have money, you have to borrow 30,000, which might not be granted to you. So one of the best deals that you can look around, on your group and try to negotiate or make a deal with these people. For example, the deal can be something that, okay, hey, let's do a deal. you come out the money, I come out half, you come out half, and then we joint venture in this property or in this business, and then we split the cash flow. That's one way, like you can offer. If you see some of your players that have a lot of money, you can also do something different. Let's say, okay, I got this offer, and you come out with the 30,000, so I don't come out with any money, but then we split the cash flow. I give you 80% of the cash flow, or 70% of the cash flow, or even 60% of the cash flow. I take 40%, you take 60%, but you come out with all money. Can be done. So there's different way for you to uh, test, to make a deal, so it's become something that you'll be like so much, you know because the game is designed for you to like keep testing out different things, so that you now learn different things to negotiate when it come in the real world. So that's the power of this game. So this game just not playing a game on winning and all. It's about learning, it's about making mistake in the game, so that you will have a better learning journey, and you have a different kind of like ability to make decisions when come to the real dealing. Most of the time in the game, I can't afford the building. Yeah, because some of those people, when you look at the game, right, the game is designed to also look at the individual who are playing the game. So sometimes you can look at these people, and these people, they don't have money, but then they just want to go into the big deals. So this might be the real character of the person in the real world. So they start to go for the big deals, but then they don't have the money. And you know what? It happened to many, many people, including myself, those days, when I don't have that money, but then I will go for the big deals, and then you just don't know what to do, and it's good. And I've been spending some time, it's more than few years actually looking, until I realize I'm making a mistake by going for that. I have to go for the small deals, you know and these small deals will offer you a better kind of like opportunity to invest, so that you can grow the money. So what is the small deals? It's the small businesses, it can be stock markets and all those stuff, right? So that is how you can make use of the deal. And it's always about testing your own ideas. You can offer certain kind of like ideas to these people. All right. So that's how this game been created. Okay, Assalamualaikum, Dr. AA Young Handsome. All right, thank you so much, Kak Asna. Long time, Kak Asna. After like I've been stopping to do all this, especially for the last 1 month. All right, thank you for coming, and just do share with our friends, our our group members, so that they can come and learn, so that the next time they play the game, they have a different ideas. So that's the whole idea why we are actually doing this cash flow show. I'm still waiting for some of my players to be inside here, so that we can actually like start to share their experience. So I'm just like waiting for them. While I'm waiting, I'm still want to talk about the deals, how we can actually like take that deal. um, so when you pick the deal, there's another way for you to actually like do. What you can do is like you can sell the deal to other people. Sometime in the game, you can see that there are people who have money, then there are people who might don't have money. So what you do, you can actually like offer the deal to those people for a profit. So this guy, if he get this, he maybe, for example, some of those people who are in the profession of doctor, for example, they have a very high kind of like expenses. So for them to get out from that rat race, they need to create more passive income. So they need passive income. So whatever money that they have to transform it into something that can give them passive income. So these are the people that you can actually start to negotiate, start to offer them, so that you can get some hard cash that you can keep and use it to participate in other opportunities. So these are the things you can do, because a lot of people, when come to this these deals, they always like let it go. Sometimes they just pick the card, and then they read it, they look at their money, they don't have money, they just leave the card, or they just put back, and then they just lose the opportunity. That's the reason this game been created. Every scenario that you are going to pick, you have to think like, this is actually happening in my life right now. So if these things happen in our life right now, what is the decision that you're going to do? And every of the deal are very powerful deal, it's an opportunity. So definitely is an as a deal. So but how you participate, and in this game you have to try every method, whatever your mind says, do it, because this game is not about, again I tell you, this game is not about just winning, but it's about learning. That's the reason every single time you're going to play this game, you're going to increase your financial intelligence. You are going to increase the ability to make better and good financial decisions. You will create the habit of making fast and correct financial decision. And that's how this game been created. This game been created according to Robert Kiyosaki. This game is for you to make mistakes. No, because in schools we are not being asked, or we are always like being told, don't make mistakes, and but in the real world, if you want to grow, if you want to make a lot of money, you want to be successful, that will never happen without making mistakes. So this game allows you to make mistake in the game, so that you will never make the same mistake in the real life. So that is what these games all about. So I know some of you in this chat, you have played the game. You can also share your thoughts, your thoughts, your what happened. Do you still remember the first time that you played the game? What exactly happened in your mind? Can you share that? We have Kak Asna here, we have Mastura here, and I know both of you have already played the game, I think several times. So can you share with us, what are the things that you get from the game, and how actually it's impacted you, how it actually transformed your thinking about money. Can you just like share in the comment box, so that the rest of us also can look at it. So I'm still waiting for my people to come. And now, uh, and just to let you know, like recently we are traveling all around the world. We have been traveling most part of the world to spread this financial literacy using the game that created by Robert Kiyosaki. So I've been traveling to a lot of countries. um we have done it in where we have done it in Japan, we have done it in Korea, we have done it in Uzbekistan, we have done it in Dubai, we have done it in Cape Town, we have done it in Australia, we have done it in New Zealand, we have done it in Nairobi, Kenya, we have done it in Johannesburg, we have done it in Brisbane, Melbourne, Sydney, Auckland, and then we fly over to other part, which is Dubai, and then we have some plan after this second half of the year. We will be like traveling to Cyprus, Morocco, and other part of the world as well, Central Asia. So we are doing this, all around the world. And I would love for you, if you can also take part in those things. And what we do, we are having a two game session that's going to happen locally in Singapore, in Malaysia, and then on the 1st of May in Cape Town, on the 3rd of May in Johannesburg, and then we have on the 12th in Kuala Lumpur, and 13 in Singapore. And these are the ongoing thing, so you can actually go to www AbangAbu, ABANGABU, for you to get more details and all those things. All right, I'm still somehow waiting for uh, the people that have to come up right now, because sometimes the time difference make it it's like maybe we miss the timing. So I really believe some of them might be different time zones, so they couldn't see or this. Let me just also make it clear. I want to edit the privacy because this is only for friends, so I just want to make sure that it's open up to everyone. Okay. All right. Let me just like do it here. Okay. Let me just do it here. Okay, let me just put this here so that you guys can continue. Like, yeah, just share. Mastura is sharing something. First time I played in 2022 in your event. I realized that when we plan, we don't take note of emergencies. The game taught me that opportunity comes at any time, also emergencies. And very good. That's something that you have learned. That's very powerful. Okay. Yeah. Let me just do this. Okay, guys. Yes. So let me just like check and how these people are doing. Are they coming? And stuff like that. All right. So yeah, I'm still waiting for some of those people to come. All right. You can just share. Yeah. Thank you, Asna. The game Asna is sharing, she said that the game provides many ideas and techniques in managing finance. Wonderful, wonderful. So these are the things like people will get by playing the game. And it's a very exciting game, very, very exciting game to get involved and play. And yeah, so that is something that I just want to share. And then let me see, if still anybody are there, right? Let me just like sound for them. All right. So yeah. So that is something that interesting, and I think there are a few people will be like joining, and I'm going to like interview those who come early. I'm just like going to share because this segment is basically the segment of like the players, those people who have played this game recently. So I just want to make sure that um, we have Joel. Right? Is Joel here? If you can actually open up your camera, that'll be fine. If not, you can actually voice out. Yeah, I just want to ask you where you played the game. Oh, okay, Joey, he's just leave. I think sometimes it's a connection that actually happening. It might be um, the connection. Yeah. All right. So yeah, let me just get these people. If Joey, you are ready, you can share the experience, in recent game. If you played the game, what exactly that you learned, like what we are listening here from uh, Mastura. She learned about opportunities. She see that, hey, actually in this game, I learn about finding the right opportunity, because opportunity might come anytime. I need to be prepared myself, and also I need to always make sure that I have emergency saving from the game that she learned that. And Asna, she's sharing that it's give her a lot of ideas, managing finance, taking up the opportunity. So that is something that people will get from this game. So I just want to like ask you, um, how did this game, make you think differently? Does this game allow you to think a bit differently, or it is just you use as like normal? Or after play the game, do you start to ask yourself, um, I'm doing this differently. It's actually allow me to think a bit different about money. Okay, so does that happen to you? That's a question I want to pose, and please do the comment here. Lots of self-sufficient money matters ideas. All right, that's interesting. So just playing the game, you get a lot of ideas that comes into the thing. All right, that's interesting. Okay, that's very, very interesting. Okay. um yeah, I'm just like surprised is what's happening right now, but you know so we just move on, just move on with the thing. So do help me to post, to comment for the questions that I have, so the rest of us also can just learn from this segment. Okay. So if you have a moment, in the game, it's really open your eyes. What would be that moment that make you like, okay, I get this, man. What are those moments? Can you share? I have like at least three my sisters here, Asna, Ras, and also like Mastura. Can you just support me by doing the command, the command of this question: what moment in the game really opens your eyes? What are the moments? Is it because you were retrenched? Some of them, they lose the job and they never realize that actually impacted them. So they start to learn something. Okay, so what else? What else that actually give you those aha moments? Um, can you share that as well? What are the moment at that time? When you played and then you suddenly saw, hey, this is something that I learned, man. For me personally, I think the first game taught me about something that I'm using until today, which is the balance sheet. The balance sheet is really aha moment for me, because before that I don't have all those things. Even when you do business also, I don't really have that at that time. But then after I play the game and I look at this balance sheet, it is the game changer for my life when come to finance. And that balance sheet give me the direction, give me the reality, give me the idea, give me the focus, give me most of the things for me to transform from people who struggle about money into somebody who achieve financial independence. So that is what I get, what I get. So yeah, I played the game once on Saturday. Nice, nice. Okay, Joey. South Africa is a game changer for real. The real you learn and a lot of things you do in books, right? Yeah, that's what I want you to just share, Joe. With in this with the rest of those people who are listening. If you don't mind, if you can come out, if you are okay to share that, because this is basically a show. It is not like a Zoom session, but it's a show that going on live. So we want people to share their experience by playing the game, what they learn, and all those stuff, right? So this is basically why we are doing this. So yeah, Joey is inside here, and he's sharing about played the game once on Saturday in South Africa. It's a game changer for real. You learn a lot than you do in the books. That's true. How many of you have read his book? Some of you, yes, some of you might read a few of his books. I would recommend you guys to read at least these two books. One, of course, the classic Rich Dad Poor Dad. It's a general kind of like giving you ideas and concept that's different from the normal thoughts. But the most important book that I believe is the Cash Flow Quadrant. Okay, the cash flow quadrant is one of the book that you have to read to understand the whole thing. Okay, and then of course the third book is the Guide to Investing. So these are the three books that I believe from Robert Kiyosaki's collection is classic and something that everybody should not miss. Okay, so go and get that book and read it, and you will know what I am talking and why I'm asking you to do that reading. Okay, there's Rasmida. The chance even you earn small still have the opportunity to boost the income. All right, yeah. So in the small deals, it's always have the chance to boost your income. So that's what you say. So don't worry, like if you don't have that amount, you just go for the small deal, because from small deal you can actually turn into a big deals, right? So that's how the game's all about. All right. So basically that is the thing that I want to ask you. Okay, now, and then let me ask you guys, this question, because I don't want people who come, attend, play the game, but then they don't really apply what they actually did. So, have you applied anything from the game in your real life? Have you like used it in your real life? The lessons that you play, the information that you gain, the experiences that you go through, have you used that in your real life? Why I'm asking this, because there's so much that you will gain by applying it. And simple thing is the balance sheet. Just start to fill up the balance sheet is one way to gain a wonderful knowledge about finance. Just filling up, guys, just filling up, filling up that balance sheet. And you will see yourself in this balance sheet. Okay, you'll see yourself. So you need to understand that as well. Okay, you need to really, really understand that. So, have you applied? So, can I ask this question to Raz and Asna, and also we have apa ni? We have Mastura. Can you guys just do that comment? Have you applied anything that you learned, including Joel? You know, Joel. So, have you like after you play on the last Saturday, have you applied some of those lessons in your real life? It can be as simple as filling up the balance sheet and understanding your cash flow pattern, or have you like start saving for emergency? Do you have done it? Because it is important for people, to apply, because once you apply you can see the real benefit of this game. And yeah, today I'm a bit lonely here because there's nobody for me to hang around, and I have invited at least five of the players to be here, and they promised to be here, but I don't know what happened. I can't control this, so I'm just like going ahead with what I have in my mind to talk. So so, um, and for me, I applied that balance sheet, and then I start to apply the thing called passive income. I'm looking at ways and means to create and keep on increasing the passive income. So that was like my game changer, and that was like absolutely something that I will never forget from these games, because that is something that very, very powerful. Okay. So and then the next question, while I'm just having another 2 minutes for this segment, have what would you say to someone who has never played the cash flow game before? What would you say? Can you just like put in the comment? What would you say to a person who haven't played the game? They haven't never played the game. They just heard about this game, but they just never played the game. So what would you tell those people? Okay, what would you tell? Just put in your own words, and what would you tell the people whom never played the game yet? So, what would you say? For me, I'll say you are missing something most important. You are missing something very, very important in financial education. You are missing that. Secondly, you are missing the practical knowledge, because financial is about practice, it's about practical, it's about hands on. So you need to do that, because while you're playing the game, you are going to see yourself. You are going to see your own self behaving in certain attitude, and you will see whether this attitude will help you to achieve your financial goal, or you just in the dream zone. So that is why I'm saying you are missing a lot if you don't play the game. That would what I would say. Okay. Yes, multiply way to earn income, need action and maintain enthusiastically. So what would your advice? Come on, what would you say to people someone who never played the game? So do you have anything? Just put in the comment. So let's see what would you say. All right. Okay, some of us haven't, because it's just first time they're playing the game. All right, and yeah, so basically those are the things that uh, um, I want, because the way that we can learn is like by engaging, exchanging, because uh, yeah, that's the reason I have to have a buddy to buddy with me, to talk with me, so that we can learn so much. If not, uh, and the cash flow talk show is never created to just as talking as one person. It's actually a platform for people to come and share their journey, share their learning, introduce their things and all those stuff, right? So that is what we are here for. So I hope in the next uh, session we will screen those people who say they will come, so that they really, really be here. Um, Yeah, and this is also sometimes a challenge to create new things in your agenda. Like, I'm creating this talk show so that people can benefit from here. So I want to make this talk show as a place for people to learn the tips, the tricks, the lessons from cash flow game. And we want to like build a community. We want to build a movement of cash flow all around the world. So we're going to share where are the games happening in all part of the world, who are running it, and how you can actually join. So that is what this platform about. We want to like give space and time to those people who want to become facilitators. So we want to like allow them to share their knowledge and everything. Okay, so that's something that I have it here now. So there's a cash flow game helps to understand the financial system that we thought we understood, but actually till we play the game, only we can understand lots of finding. Very good. Rasmita was sharing. We thought we know so much about finance and everything until we play the game. Once we play the game, then we realize we don't really understand money at all. So that is what I have the same feeling. Mishak Solo, thank you for joining this show. And this show is like just getting this our first show after a long break. So we will be like having a better conversational kind of like show in future. And we would love to have people who willing to come and share in this show. We want to showcase you. We want to let the people know that you are doing some great thing in when come to financial and cash flow games, right? So the next session definitely going to be even more exciting. All right, Mishak Solo was selling this. This game, the game is a live interpretation of the days of our life rat race. Okay, that means and heavily in depth and how you can get out of this. So when he played the game, it just interpret your real life. It shows the life of a person, where we live in that rat race. We wake up in the morning, we rush into the work, we got the income, and then we spend it, we pay all the commitment, and then we increase our lifestyle, we get some loans, we increase our debts, and then we get into more trouble, and then we start to go and find more job, and then we still cannot get out from that. In fact, we go deeper into debts until we collapse. So this is what Mishak is sharing. Mishak Solo, thank you for that. It's just like showing you the real you in the real life. So that's very powerful. And once you understand, you get that, you are going to get something can be the game changer in our life. So at least give yourself a chance, a chance to play the game with the right people. Another thing I just want to warn people, right? Just want to like pre-warn, because some people taking this game and using it to manipulate people so that they can sell their investments, they can sell their something and all those stuff, which is fine. However, if it's some sort of scam, some sort of high risk that you don't understand, so better don't participate. So learn from people who've been endorsed by Robert Kiyosaki, people who've been certified to train this, which we have a handful of people. So we want to make sure these lessons, this thing being taught correctly. It is not used to manipulate people's mind and sell some unnecessary thing, sell something that is not really going to benefit them. So you know so that is the whole idea of this game. It is created to help people to learn the fundamental of finance. And that's the reason I am sharing that you need to learn from the real people. That's the reason we are spreading this to many part of this world. Okay, we already have, if you go to our website, which is um, the Wealth Circle DNA. In fact, in our cash flow talk shows, when you click the SR cash flow around the world, you will be seeing where are it's happening right now, and where it is actually been planned to be done. So if you look at it, so there's so many places that we actually plan to do that. Let me just like do something interesting here to show what's happening, so that you might want to also uh, do that. Okay, let me just like take that and show you what exactly, so that you guys can um, go through and look at it. Yeah. Okay, let me just bring this up. So I just want to like have this. Yes. Okay, guys. So you are looking at this thing. All right. This is the international programs, and we are having a cash flow revolution in Singapore 23rd and 24th. And then we have one in Johannesburg on the 10th and 11th. Okay, so this is basically the cash flow, and this is happening 11, a cash flow money X-ray. It's a very good for those people who played the game, but then now you have to do a real test. You know, play the game and then you do the real test. So we are actually like doing that as well. And then when you look at this, okay, this is where I want to show you what's happening in around the world. Okay, when you click the cash flow workshop here, you will be seeing these where we talk a bit about those things, and then you'll see here the SR cash flow around the world. So what's happening here around the world? We are having the programs, of course, and then we have the upcoming one-day cash flow workshop. So the first one, the very immediate one, is in Kuala Lumpur, which is on the 12th. You know, so 12. Then we have in Singapore 13, and then we have on the 1st May. It's not 2nd May, 1st May, and then we have on the 3rd. So I'll just do 1st May in Cape Town and the 3rd May in Johannesburg. So what you can do is just like click here. Once you click there, oh, you're going here. But when you click here, Johannesburg, okay, you will find this website sharing the informations. So this is Cape Town, which is 1st May. And then we have Johannesburg on the 3rd May. So I'll be facilitating it. So you have all the information here. So you can just like go there and check it out. Okay. So, and also we have a plan to do some after that events, which is, we have put it here. So there are in Cyprus, we have coming in Uzbek and Morocco. We'll be having our session there as well. Okay. And this is also another one if you want to get yourself certified. Okay, if you want to get yourself certified as a certified cash flow facilitators, okay, the next certification will be happening between 2 to 6 in South Africa, and the cost will be 5,000 US dollars for those who are traveling from other part of the world. But if you are in South Africa, you just need to like prepare 2005 for an ongoing cash flow facilitators program. All right. So this is some of the information that I just want to pass to all of you, so that you have some idea what we are doing. All right. So I think we are coming towards the end of the program, because we don't really see any one of those people who's supposed to be here to show up in this session, but it doesn't matter, because we have a very good conversation. We have some learning. So I'm just excited. And what I just want to share, towards the last of this is that the cash flow game is something that changing a lot of people's life, and um, yeah. So it's basically time uh, to understand this is not just a game, right? It's a global movement. I want you guys to be part of this global movement. Be part of this change ourselves, change people, change lives, to get better. Okay, from Tokyo to Cape Town, from Singapore to London. People everywhere are learning how to manage money, escape from the rat race and build financial freedom. Okay, this is our mission, and this is what I've been doing, supporting Robert's mission. And I've been personally been asked by Robert to spread this throughout the world. That's one of the reasons why I'm going all over the world to share this. All right. So if you want to join a cash flow game session near you, or even host one, reach out, reach out to us. Let's say you want to host, right? ABU, I want to host somewhere in my place. So what I should do? So please share, connect with us through WhatsApp. And we are looking for more hosts also. We are looking for more people to can be here to do these, coaches to share, and players worldwide. All right, let's grow this movement together, and make people financial future more brighter, by having proper knowledge, proper financial education. Okay, so I would like to thank all of you who are here supporting this first cash flow game talk show, after a break of like nearly 6 weeks, and you can actually see this recording again in our YouTube channel and also in our website. You can actually browse and you can actually just see the recording version. We have 5 sessions. This is a 6th episode. All right. So I want to thank all of those amazing people who are here supporting this wonderful session, and I'm excited. I'm excited to see how we can actually grow these. All right, and please, to all the viewers, we have a lot of people watching it, and some participatingly watching it. That means you comment and you are watching by accepting. There are a lot of people just like watch without want to be known, but thank you for all of you as well. Remember, the cash flow game is more than fun. It is transformational. All right. It is not just game for fun. Even we having fun, but it's transformational. So join us every Wednesday, same time, in the same Facebook place or location, all right, to get more and more information. All right, so that is what I want to share. So if you want to be a guest, okay, look at our 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 so our, let me just like put that here so that you know where to find us. Okay, let me just like check that whether I'm going to get this. I'm going to put in the. Okay, I'll do that just after the show, so that you guys can know where you can actually like do. Okay, so yeah, it's Facebook, AbangAbu Facebook. This will be in the Facebook for at least one day so that you can watch again. So I'll update that. All right. So please message to my Facebook channel if you want to like have you want to be a guest, you want to share the story, or just message. Okay, if you want to join the next game, please drop a comment so that we can connect with you and share where actually you can go for to play the game. All right. So uh, thank you again for all of you who participated. We have Rasmida, uh, we have Kaasna, we have Mastura, we have quite a number of people, and thank you for that participation. And thank you so much, guys. And it's now 10 o'clock. Yes, thank you. I'm interested. Okay, Joey, you are interested to play the cash flow game in Cape Town? You can actually like go to this website. Let me just like put here. Okay, I just put here. Okay, go to that website and then you can go to abangabu.com. Once you click, you just like browse, you see cash flow workshop. You click that cash flow workshop, it will bring to another page, and you click SR workshop all around the world. You click the green color button, just click, and then it will show you where exactly it's happening. If it is near your place, then just go and click and find out when is the date so that you can register, and then we can meet and you can play. And also, you will learn how to become a facilitator after the game if you have an interest. Okay. And if you feel that, okay, hey, I don't have it in my country or in my region, so can I organize? So, how to do that? Yeah, you get back to us. We will show you how you can actually organize that and also be part of this movement. All right. So, I think that's all for tonight. It is a fantastic day. Thank you so much for being here, Joey. And don't forget, every week, every Wednesday, we'll be having this cash flow talk show for all of you. Right. So thank you very much again. So see you in the next cash flow um, session. So until then, thank you so much. And yes, see you again. Let me just stop the recording and then we'll be stopping everything. All right. So with that, see you guys again next time. Best, best, best. Abang Abu. ABU. Always believe in you. See you in our next cash flow workshop. Best, best, best again.